This is probably the most talked about hair tool on the internet ever. And also it's probably one of the most expensive hair tools. This is the DysonAirwrap. And I got the Dyson in October 2021. And in today's video, besties, what we are going to do is I'm obviously going to style my hair with the Dyson, but I'm gonna show you how I like to use all the attachments, tips and tricks that I've learned throughout using the Dyson. And I'm gonna show you what everything does, my favorite attachments, the method that I use, and also different products that I use to help, because this has striked some conversations and I feel like people that have very strong opinions, they either absolutely love it or absolutely hate it. So I have washed my hair and I'm actually using a new-ish hair product to my life at the moment. It is the K18 biomimetic hair science leave-in molecular repair hair mask. I think it works. Like, I haven't used it enough to know yet, but basically how this works is you shampoo your hair in the shower and then you don't conditioner it and you use the hair mask. It's a leave-in, so I will be styling my hair over this. But it is, I mean, I was a massive fan of Olaplex this time last year. I started using Olaplex and there is such a huge difference in my hair from using it. I'm now using more so Wella hair products, like the Wella Professionals or Assistant Professional hair. Also, my hair sheds so much when I condition it, so I'm just gonna get the conditioner all through my hair. She's a runner, she's a track star. She gonna run away when it gets hard. Also, it's my birthday tomorrow. Oh my god. I'm turning 28 tomorrow. I know, what a shock. I literally look 18. Isn't that mad? I was 18 10 years ago. But this channel, we are very age positive. I don't see aging as a negative thing. I love birthdays. I'm always so excited for them. And I said the last thing I want to do on my birthday is wash, dry, and style my hair. I washed my hair. I came out of the shower maybe about 20 minutes ago, so it's not sopping wet. I don't like using towels on my hair to like towel dry my hair. So usually what I'll do is I'll come out of the shower, moisturize, walk around my room, do a few bits before I sit down and get into it. Okay, so the first part of the Dyson that I'm going to talk about today is the hair dryer attachment. Now, they don't actually call this a hair dryer attachment, even though that is exactly what it is. They call it like this pre-styling thing. This isn't as strong as the hair dryer, but it really is. Like, if you're buying an Airwrap, you do not need to buy the hair dryer as well, in my opinion. Maybe other people will disagree, but I definitely don't think you do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dry my hair now until it's about 80% dry. And I have it on, I dry it on the hottest setting, which isn't that hot, and I dry it at the most powerful because I have so much hair. So I just kind of dry like this. As you can see as well, when I'm drying, I put my hair like this and dry up because that just gives it more volume at the root, and I already have a lot of volume in my hair, but I like to give it a bit extra because I don't like my hair flat to my head. Like, it just does not suit me. One thing I actually forgot to put in my hair that I always put in my hair, this is a heat protectant. I always use heat protectant in my hair. The great thing about the Dyson, which I will be repeating multiple times throughout this video, is there is not half as much heat in the Dyson as regular styling products. Like, I've had GHDs, I've had curlers, I've had Cloud 9 hair dryer or hair straighteners, and the Dyson doesn't have half the amount of heat, but that doesn't mean you don't have to protect your hair. So I use heat protector every single time before I start drying my hair. And sometimes I also go in with this. This is the Olaplex number 6. Today I'm not using it just because I used the K18s and I don't know I don't know, do these two go together? Do they clash? But I'm not experimenting that in today's video. Just a disclaimer, throughout this video, the sun is actually setting. I broke my ring light and long story short, I tried to return it today and they said I couldn't return it till Monday. So we're using natural lighting. The sun will be shining. I can't control it, okay? Cheers to you, cheers to me, happy birthday. As I already said, I dry my hair to about, I do say 80% dry, but it's probably more 65-70% dry, and that is because I have a lot of hair. So if I dry to 80% dry, because I have a lot of hair when I'm styling it, by the time I get to the top, it'll be too dry to work with. So I probably do about 60% dry. Like obviously you don't want your hair sopping wet, but you don't want your hair dry either. The thing about the Dyson is it takes more work because there's less heat, and less heat is less damaging on your hair. So even though you might have to put in a bit more effort to get a curl to hold or to get your hair straight, you know, it won't be as straight as like frying your hair with a straightener. Your hair is going to be so much better quality. It's going to be shinier, it's going to be smoother, it's going to grow faster, it's going to be thicker. I have experienced all these things since buying the Dyson. I bought the Dyson in October, and just a little backstory on me, I could not style my hair. I usually let my hair air dry and then just straightened it. Or if I was in a rush somewhere, I'd use a hairdryer, but like rarely. Like I could not style my hair, I could not put in effort. And since getting the Dyson, I never let my hair air dry anymore. And I style it maybe twice a week. I wash my hair probably every 4 days. And my hair is healthier, thicker than it's ever been, and I have bleached it in the process. So no, I'm not a natural redhead. I have bleached my hair to become this color, and my hair is still way healthier than it was this time last year when it wasn't dyed and I didn't have a Dyson. So that's all I'm saying. So you might think my opinion's a bit biased because I'm obsessed with this, but I'm gonna show you how I really use it. Some people, what they do before, because today we're gonna curl my hair, but I'm also gonna show you like in between how I use different attachments. So sometimes when I curl my hair, I'll go in with the smoothing brush first. What you wanna do, this is the trick to getting the smoothing brush. Say if I was straightening my hair right now, the trick is to create tension. So you want to pull this hair in your hand while you're brushing down. So you like pull it, so you create the tension, and that's what really gets the smoothing brush to do its job. I use this smoothing brush. There is another one, but it doesn't really suit my hair, so I don't use that ever at all. But I'm just gonna smooth out 1 or 2 strands of hair here to show you the power of the smoothing brush. Bear in mind, my hair is frizzy. It is not naturally straight. It can go curly sometimes underneath here. So we're just gonna take this piece of hair and really smooth it out with the smoothing brush, and I'm gonna show you.
Before you educate the head, try to educate the heart.
So as you can see, the hair is smooth. So what I do is I go through it with the heat, and then when it is fully dry, I push it up to do the air shot. I think it's called the cool setting. So I do that to really like smoothen out everything, and I do that all over my head if I want my hair to look straight. So the next attachment I'm going to talk about is this one, the round brush. So I usually use the round brush if I'm like smoothing out all my hair and then going in at the ends to get that really like flicked up look. So this is what I do. I'd like when my hair is smooth, I get this brush and I'd put it on hot and I'd hold it here and then I'd cool it, and it would just give like real 90s bouncy blow dry vibes. So I'll just show you now. Do you see that? Do you see that bounce? So that would give the real like rollers 90s bouncy blow dry look. You can, if you want, if your hair is a bit thicker or if it doesn't hold a style as well, once you're finished doing that, you can put a roller in. I do that sometimes if I really want it to hold. It depends on the day. Sometimes my hair holds better, sometimes it doesn't. So you just put in a roller after you do that and it would come out and it would be lovely and bouncy at the end. So that is how I use this brush. I always go in with the smoothing brush before I'd use this one, just because this one alone would still leave my hair personally looking frizzy. I have thick hair, I have a lot of hair, I have frizzy hair, so this alone wouldn't do it for me. So I would have to go in with the smoothing and then with this at the end. Also, you probably noticed when I was brushing it there, I held it like this for 10 seconds. So I go 1, 2, like I count slowly for 10 while the heat is on. And then also I would boost it to the cold and count for another 10. And what that's gonna do is it's really gonna set in the style for you, because the whole thing with the Dyson is it's not using as much heat, so it's not gonna burn your hair, it's not gonna fry your hair, but also things aren't gonna hold as easy, which is why you wanna do 10 seconds with the hot and then 10 seconds with the cold to really hold in that style, and then you'll get that all over your head. But we are not doing that today. Today we are using one of my favorite attachments. This was initially my favorite attachment. I used the curlers way more at the start until I learned how to use the smoothing brush. So these initially were my favorites. These are, I forgot to say, I have the long barrel, if you can't tell, because obviously I have long hair and I want to grow it longer. Also, I have very thick hair, so you can get more hair in the barrel with the long barrels. And I use the thinner ones. I never ever really use the thicker ones. I'm sure I could some way, but I think the thin ones do absolutely perfect for me. Okay, so that is a curl. Now obviously this piece of hair has been smoothed and I used the other brush, so it mightn't be as bouncy, but the kind of look I'm going for right now is like brushed out curls. I'm not going for curly Sue. Obviously the smaller sections you take, the curlier the hair gets. The longer you hold it for, the curlier the hair gets. You get the drill. Also, I just want to mention that like when I got the Dyson first, I loved it, but it was still kind of leaving my hair a bit frizzy, and it really does take using it very frequently for at least a month to get used to it. I would not get the Dyson like straight away, use it once and give up on it. It does take quite a while to get used to, but once you get the knack with it, honestly, it's a game changer. But also, if you buy it directly from Dyson, they have like a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you buy it, use it as much as you can before those 30 days is up. And if you find, look, this still isn't working for me, I'm not happy, you can return it. But if you find that sweet spot, then you're on to a winner. So that is what I do for the curls. So when I'm curling this side of my head, which is the left side of my head, I use the direction going away from my face, and when I'm using the other side, I use the direction going that way. So I'm just gonna go through and curl all of my hair now, and then I will come back to you when my hair is curled and I will show you what I do next. But no, I do not use hairspray on it in between sections. I don't clip it, I don't roll it, I literally just curl it and leave it sitting like this and go through my whole head. So I will be back to you in a second here, but realistically, I'm actually going to time how long it takes me. So it is 6:45 right now. So we're going to see how long it takes me to get all of this head curled. I will be showing you as well how I style the front because I do that differently. Hi, it's me, Curly Sue. So it is, oh, time check. It's literally only been half an hour, like literally, and I've done my whole head of curls. Now you might be thinking, looking at me, thinking, Rebecca, the 90s called and not in a good way, but don't worry, we're clearly not done. So what I like to do now, I don't like to put my hands through my hair. Sometimes what I'll do if it's late at night is I'll go to bed like this because I have a silk pillowcase, so it won't get frizzy. It'll just leave the curls fall out. But for the purposes of this video, I will show you. So I'm not gonna go sleep now. I'm gonna flip my head upside down and then just like flip it. That'll just kind of shake it out a bit. And then what we're gonna do, oh, missed a spot. See, that's the good thing about flicking your hair. You see, because when you have a lot of hair like me, it's very easy to miss some pieces, especially in the back. Yay. Also, the amazing thing about the DysonAirwrap, and there is a few, is that I can touch it and I'm not gonna burn my hand. Like if you did this with a curler, if you grabbed a curler like this, you would not be okay. Okay, so what we're doing now is a new trick that I learned. So I'm gonna brush out the curls, but I'm gonna brush out the curls using a smoothing brush and completely cold air. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna set the hair and then I'll do the front. But what I wanna do is the smoothing brush just to smooth out the top and brush out the curls. I'm not gonna brush out the curls too much because they're gonna drop naturally, but I'm just gonna like gently go over. See the difference? And we're just gonna do the other side. Okay, so now that the curls are brushed out, we have this beautiful 90s bouncy fluffy curly hair, which is exactly the vibe that I wanted to go for my birthday, because I feel like this is hot birthday hair. Now I did recently get a fringe, but I haven't been wearing her out. I've kind of been like wearing her to just the side, but this would be it with the fringe. I actually love how this turned out. I was actually nervous because the other way sometimes I feel like with hair it's so temperamental, but yeah, this is it, lovely and fluffy. Now this is another thing that I like to do with the Dyson. So when the hair is done, I like to get this curly bit, and basically what I do is, so I don't use it on this side, I use it here, and I use it to like create this volume at the front. So I'll just turn it off to the heat and I'll just use it to like smooth out the front, but like bring the hair so there's like volume here. So I'll do like this and it'll like curl it in and it'll create this, like, I don't know if you can tell, this side has a lot more volume, and then I'll do the same with this side. Sorry, I don't know, could you hear me there? But basically I just do this and I curl it in and I give it some volume at the front. So yeah, this is my hair totally done. It does fall down and it does get like a little more messy looking and a lot less like freshly done. I use hair oil, so I have two. So I have the Gisou or Jisoo, however you pronounce it, hair oil, and I also have the System Professionals Lux oil, and I kind of just alternate them depending what one I'm feeling, and I will oil through the ends tomorrow. And this is my hair. Like, it literally only took me less than an hour. If I wanted to get this type of hair in my head before, I would have had to go to a hair salon. Like, there is no way I was ever able to style my hair like this without the Dyson. So all I'm saying is, if you are thinking about it, do it. Even though I know it's hard to get them at the moment. They are sold out everywhere. If I find them online anywhere right now, I will link it below. Again, this video is not affiliated with Dyson. Obviously, depending on your hair type, results may vary, but you'll see a lot of people online talk about Dyson dupes. In my book, right? In my book, now this could be because I'm a Taurus, I love expensive things, luxurious things, but I don't think there's a cheap dupe for the Dyson. And why I say that is because Dyson as a company uses materials that are ethically sourced. They pay their workers well in their factories, and also this machinery is patented, and also it doesn't fry your hair. You can get a Dyson dupe if you want, but it won't give you the results that a Dyson will. So anyways, besties, I hope you enjoyed this video showing you how I use my Dyson. If you have any questions at all down below, let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will stick in a clip right now just tomorrow morning to show you after I sleep how it looks, but I think it's looking pretty good. Sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder because I'm really obsessed with this result. It's giving Matilda Jerf. It's giving Matilda Jerf. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you have not seen my face before, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you in the next video. Goodbye.